What if the Quran and a famous narration seem to give two different messages about faith? If God did not force people to believe, why do some people say the Prophet did? Before accepting any claim, let's begin with the Quran itself. Surah Yunus, verses 99 to 109, presents a clear principle. It asks a remarkable question. If your Lord had willed, everyone on earth would have believed. So, will you force people until they become believers? Let's read these verses one by one and discover the message they present. Then at the end we will compare them with a well-known narration found in Sahih al-Bukhari. The goal is not to attack anyone. The goal is to let the Quran speak first, then you can decide. And if your Lord had willed, everyone on earth would have believed. Altogether, so will you force people until they become believers? This verse asks a powerful question. If God wanted, everyone could have been made believers, but God did not choose force. The question is, should humans force what God himself did not force? And no soul can believe except by God's permission. Faith is not something that can be placed into a person's heart by pressure. A person may be forced to say words, but true belief requires understanding and acceptance. Say, look at what is in the heavens and the earth. The Quran invites people to observe, think, and reflect. It does not begin with force. It begins with awareness. Are they waiting for anything except the same kind of days that came to those who passed before them? The Quran reminds people to learn from history. Those who reject truth and refuse to reflect should understand that every choice has consequences. The message is not about forcing hearts. The message is about warning, reflection, and responsibility. Then we save our messengers and those who believe. The Quran presents a pattern. The messengers deliver the message. Those who accept it become believers. The role of the messenger is to deliver the truth, not to control the hearts of people. Say, O people, if you are in doubt about my way of life, the Quran does not describe faith as something taken by force. It presents it as a path a person follows after understanding. A person's way of life is connected with their own choice and conviction. And keep your direction toward the way of life being upright. The message is to remain sincere and committed to the truth. A person who truly follows a path does so because they are convinced, not because they are forced. And do not call upon besides God that which cannot benefit you or harm you. The Quran calls people to think about where they place their trust. It encourages understanding, not blind following. And if God intends good for you, none can prevent his favor. The Quran teaches that ultimate control belongs to God. Human beings are not the owners of other people's hearts. Say, O people, the truth has come to you from your Lord. Whoever chooses guidance, chooses it for their own benefit, and whoever goes astray against themselves, and I am not a guardian over you. This verse makes the principle clear. The truth is presented. The human being chooses. The messenger is not a person who forces belief. Follow what has been revealed to you, and be patient until God decides. The message given to the messenger is to follow the revelation, and remain patient. The final judgment belongs to God. After reading these verses together, what message do we find? The Quran begins with a clear question. If God wanted, everyone on earth could have believed. So why would a human being force another person to believe? The Quran describes faith as something connected to understanding, reflection, and the heart. A person may hear the message, think about the signs, and then choose their path. The Quran does not describe the messenger as someone who controls people's hearts. The messenger's role is to deliver the message clearly. The Quran also teaches that true belief cannot come from pressure. A person can be forced to say words, but real faith requires acceptance from within. If the heart has not accepted, then the person has not truly chosen that path. This is why the Quran invites people to look, think, and understand. The message can influence a person through truth, but it does not force the person. Guidance is presented. The choice remains with the human being, and the final judgment belongs to God. Now, after understanding this Quranic message, we come to an important question. There is a narration attributed to Prophet Muhammad, recorded in Sahih al-Bukhari, that says, "I have been commanded to fight the people until they testify that there is no God except Allah, and that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah." Now the question is, how should we understand this narration? Does it describe the same principle that we found in the Quran? Or does it appear to present a different approach? The purpose of this video is not to force an answer on anyone. The purpose is to read the texts carefully and ask, does faith grow through understanding and conviction? Or can faith be created through force? If the Quran says, will you force people until they become believers? Then we must honestly ask, what method did the Prophet follow? The Quranic method of invitation and understanding, or a method based on compulsion? The answer should come from studying the evidence. Truth does not fear questions. Questions help us understand. The Quran invites people to think. So let us search for the truth with honesty, peace, and an open mind. This is tomorrow's hope.